years old and I have decided that I need to do not only a business rebrand, but a entire life rebrand. I need to get more comfortable than this. Okay, wait, that's better. I have spent the past 6 years as a pretty successful wedding photographer. It's my full-time gig. I do sessions beside that, and then summer hits and I shoot 20 weddings a year. And that's been the gig for years now. And I always knew there was gonna be an expiry date on this as a career path. Last year, I decided that the end of September 2026 was going to be like my cutoff date for booking full-time weddings, booking them, like doing the whole like year and a half, 2-year out booking thing. So that was planned for the end of September 2026, and I did stick by that. It is now July 27th, 2026. We're still on track for this. The only problem is that I have absolutely zero idea of what I'm going to do with my life next. I have ADHD. Kind of been through a million career paths at this point. I have a music degree. I went back to school to become a pharmacy tech and then a pharmacist. Dropped out of that. Was going to try to go to vet school at one point. I was in the restaurant industry for 8 years. Now I'm a wedding photographer. I worked at a dog daycare at one point. Worked in social media for a little bit. And I feel like this is the first time that I have truly, genuinely had absolutely no idea what I want to do. Aside from that being a whole thing, I'm kind of just tired of who I've been lately. I'm feeling a little sick of myself. So I'm rebranding my entire life and business at 30. And also, this is my first YouTube video and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have said that I wanted to do YouTube since I was probably 14. Peak beauty YouTuber. The makeup artist. I don't even wear makeup much, really, but ever since that era, I have wanted to do YouTube. I'm now 30, so I have spent literally half my life wanting to do this, and for some reason, YouTube is absolutely terrifying to me, even though I want to do it. So this just feels like the right time to fuck around and find out. Is mid-wedding season the best time to give myself more editing to do? No, absolutely not, but here we are. So life and business rebrand. What are we even doing? I don't know. For the business, I've been a wedding photographer. I also shoot family sessions, engagement sessions, things like that on the side, but weddings definitely make up probably about 80% of my income. So a lot of pivoting needs to happen around here. And I'm not sure yet what we're doing. I do know that I want to photograph as many women as possible, and I think I'd be happy photographing women in any capacity forever because women are works of art. And a couple of months ago, I opened a brand new session type called Her Archive, specifically designed for women going through anything in life or just wanting to document this moment in life. It's made for solo portraits of women, but I haven't really advertised it at all because then wedding season hit and here we are. So business rebrand phase 1 is going to be to attempt to pivot into photographing women as much as possible. I also do want to add a couple of other streams of income. I am completely open right now to actually taking a job, working for somebody else, and still keeping my business running on the side. Like for the first time in my life, I'm craving a little bit of stability, which is weird because being paid a salary seems like the most boring thing on earth to me. That's probably the ADHD. But for the first time, I'm craving it a little bit. So I feel like I'm about to dip my toes into multiple things. Step 2 of my life and business rebrand is I pretty much want an entirely new wardrobe because I have decided that I hate every piece of clothing that I own, pretty much. I have gotten really lazy in recent years and I feel like I dress like a slob 99% of the time. I don't like it anymore because then I feel like shit also. I don't even know yet 100% what the new vibe is, but I bought these linen pants last week. And I love them. Linen's the vibe. I love flowy, loose, flowy clothes, but I really, see, this is like a men's extra large Dickies thrifted shirt. I wear things like this literally 24/7, which is great. It's really comfortable, but I just look like a sloppy slob most of the time because of it. So I feel like somewhere along the way, I thought I mean, I'm married. I'm 30. I don't really go out anymore. I feel like at some point in my late 20s, I just decided that like I don't need to try to look hot anymore, but I kind of miss looking hot. So I feel like I want to replace my entire wardrobe with like tastefully flowy clothes, like think linen-y, billowy, not just oversized men's clothing, which is what I usually wear. But I also miss wearing like a tight little crop top, a tight little tank top, feeling hot. So my goal is to thrift most of it. Thrifting and winners, just, that's my goal. Thrift it, winners. We're doing this on a budget because you just heard me say that I don't know what I'm gonna do for work next. And step 3 for right now, I bought this house with my husband in April. The housing market was an absolute disaster when we bought our house. And somehow we did look into a house that we absolutely love. And we kind of came into buying this saying like, oh, we'll buy a starter home. It's our first home. Starter home vibes, you know, probably move on in a couple of years. We actually love this house. We got it for a really good price. It is on a huge piece of property that you really can't find in the city. It sometimes feels a little small, but we love it. But it also needs a lot of work. The house was built in 1964 and we bought it from the original owners. So it was very much giving Nanny and Poppy's house when we moved in. And we've done some things to make it our own. And we were really excited to get into a house that was like not a full-blown fixer-upper, but like needed some work to make it ours and make it our taste. So we're really excited that we bought this. And now that we're here, we absolutely love our neighborhood. I love this house. I'm like so beyond obsessed with our property. It's such a mature property. We have huge trees. It is so big for in the middle of a city. And I feel like I just want to stay here forever. We've also been really excited to like DIY projects and like actually get our hands into doing the work. So step 3 of my life and business rebrand for right now is turning our starter home into my dream home on a budget. I love watching DIYers on like home DIYers on YouTube and on Instagram, and I'm like, I want to do that so bad. And there's so many things that we want to do with this house, so I think I can make that happen. I want to start flipping furniture. I think I can do it. I want to learn to use power tools. Hopefully not lose my fingers in the process. So step 3 is that we're going to turn this place into our dream home on here. I'll show you guys in another video kind of like what the house looked like when we moved in, what we've kind of done with it since, some things that we plan to do with it. We'll talk about that later. On top of all this, I have been in the biggest slump ever. I really thought 2026 was going to be my year. And like, we have hit some major goals this year. We bought a house. We were trying for a very long time to buy a house. We got a dog finally after 8 years of begging my now husband to get a dog. Excuse me. She's licking her feet. Okay. Like, big things have happened this year, and also I have lost every single one of my routines since we bought the house, which was in April, and it's now July. Like, lost all my routines. I haven't felt this mentally horrible in quite some time. I have just been in an absolutely horrible slump, and I need to figure out how to get myself out of it. So on top of doing my life and business rebrand, I'm also making myself do a 30-day life reset, mostly just to try and get back into the habit of actually doing the things that make me feel good and that bring me a little bit closer to where I want to be. We are not doing like 75 hard shit around here. I'm just never gonna make it through one of those. But I am just gonna try to stick to all of these daily habits for as many days as I can, do the majority of the things every day for the next 30 days, just to try and get habits back into my life and to try and feel a little bit better in my brain and in my body. So first, I'm gonna eat 3 meals a day, which I'm horrible at. And if you also have ADHD, like, if you know, you know. I'm gonna just try to eat 3 meals a day. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Semi-healthy. Some days getting calories into my body is going to be the thing that counts. I'm gonna make myself drink at least 1 bottle of water every day, which again, is probably should be the bare minimum. But I'm horrible at drinking water. I just want to drink coffee all day. I never crave water. I'm not good at it. So I have my big, like, I think it's 40-ounce like tumbler bottle. I'm just gonna finish one of those a day. If I get that time, we're gonna be happy around here. 3, I need to start journaling every day again. I journaled pretty well every morning for like 4 years. It's been months. I figure my own brain out. I come up with ideas. I come up with business ideas. Journaling does a lot of good for my brain, and I haven't done it in months. So we're gonna start doing that again every single day. I'm gonna post on Instagram every day. I've fallen off a little bit, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to even really focus on with my account anymore. I'm not gonna be shooting weddings full time anymore, so I do want to share things about weddings, but I kind of want to pivot it into more of like personal and business, like personal brand type vibes, I guess. But I just want to have fun with posting on Instagram again, so I'm gonna post every day. I need to do some form of movement every day. I don't care if it's just a walk. I just need to get back to doing some form of movement every day because I've done nothing. Unless I want to read at least 10 pages every day, because I was a reading machine there for a couple of years, and this year I was like, I'm gonna read 50 books this year, or maybe it was 40. I don't remember what I said. Either way, I'm not even halfway there. I just stopped reading back in April when everything seemed to fall away, and things have been going really slow since. And then on top of those things, and on top of finishing up my final full-time wedding season, working on my life and business rebrand. So I don't know yet what this channel is going to be. Probably some vlog style content, probably a lot of things that I'm doing around my home. I really want to do a lot of that stuff on here. Maybe some behind the scenes of shooting. I don't know. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to see here, let me know. This is just going to be one big experiment that I am figuring out as I go. But I guess if you're also in this phase of life where you're 30 and you want to burn it all down and restart fresh and you have no idea what's happening, or maybe you're 35, or maybe you're 25, or maybe you're 40, or maybe you're 50, who knows? Maybe follow along and we can figure it out together. Wait, this is an Instagram. Subscribe to my channel. I don't know. I guess subscribe and follow along and we'll figure it out together. And I'll figure out what YouTube's gonna be for me. Okay, bye.